God damn it. It is kind of live. The camera froze immediately when I tried to run it. Why? Okay, what if I... Huh. Why do you betray me, camera?
Everybody betray me. I'm fed up with this world.
Come on now, camera. What the fuck are we doing here? Alright, I'll unplug it and plug it back in. Oh, it's gonna probably fuck with my audio, isn't it, annoyingly? Oh no. Okay, there we go. Thank God. I thought the camera was broken for a second completely. The light just wasn't turning on. Alright, cool. So we're back at it, looking at Sandpoint. We're gonna switch us over to the grand map for a second of the to scale Sandpoint. Whoops, this has got to be player side. There we go. I jokingly, for those watching me, this map of the actual to scale Sandpoint map, and it's really fucking big. Let me zoom out as far as I can, and I'll pan over to you guys. Your little corner over here. That's how big you guys are on the scale of the whole city. Perfect. All right. So last time you guys had been doing a lot of dungeon diving into the next layer of the pit, the shrine level. Uh, you found what at first you thought might be the Sandpoint Devil. Now there is certainly some debate around that, as um, Sylvina pointed out, in fact, that the Sandpoint Devil should have hooves, and this thing doesn't even look like it has hooves. After realizing that, you guys figured out that it was in fact like an outer planar monster rather than the actual devil, which begs the question, where is the devil hiding? You guys chose not to fight it and kind of just dipped away from it. You also spent some time, and I'm going to bring us back over to the shrine map as well, real quick. So you guys are kind of dead in the middle right now. You just killed some mimics, this giant snake. In this whole area, you talked with a lot of Caligini, especially led by this one who did speak common. This was Nithis. She brought you over to this strange spirit-like creature. She called it Remnant Inserol. And I'll put up his picture as well. They basically contracted you guys to do a task, which is to kill a devil on this level of the pit. You guys know that it is to the east of their caves and the southeast. Still trying to find where exactly. You all looped through the various tunnels, kind of connected the different parts of the map, and were getting ready to go through these doors, but you took quite a beating in the last couple fights, so you ended up heading back home to Sandpoint, where you did try to activate the Hellstorm Focus. It did not work that time, although it was admittedly very close, as you all begin preparations to like link the main dungeon with town in this teleportation sigil. It's the broad strokes of what we did last time. Does anyone have any questions from last time? the third and fourth? We missed last week, obviously, because of Thanksgiving. I was stuffing my face with my parents' cooking.
I think we're good. You know, just Lupin going around, just rocking his new hat that Red left for him.
True. Absolutely styling in the new hat. There we go. All right. In that case, is there anything... You guys were kind of just going back to rest and resupply. Is there anything you want to grab while you're in town before you head back to clear out this level? Because I believe the intent was you guys were trying to make it back there, like, lickety-split.
Yeah, just come in, resupply, maybe see if there's any new info, and then head back in.
I think we wanted to sell some stuff. I just can't remember what we had.
Well, the keeper of the loot is not here yet.
Is it on his sheet or is it?
Let me see. I'll pull up his sheet. I don't know if it might just be in his notes.
Yeah.
I'll pull up his sheet and see though. If not, and there ends up being stuff you guys retroactively would have wanted to buy, we can say you bought it when you were in town. If you have any gold available right now and want to buy potions and the like, that is all, of course, available to you.
I kind of need some. Yeah, we need to sell stuff for me to be able to buy this healing potions.
No, I think he's keeping track of it separately. I thought we had a loot sheet, but maybe that's the other game that I'm thinking of. I guess that is the other game I'm thinking of.
We have a loot channel thing, but
that is true. You're right. You're right.
Ghost touch +1 long sword.
I don't know that anyone is actually using that or not.
I don't think anyone is using it. I think it's just sitting in my inventory.
I know the Wind Ocarina, the Great Gangini, has a hold of right now.
We didn't sell that striking spear. I don't think we did.
I don't think you guys did. I'm not positive. I mean, at the very least, you could sell the treasure stuff at the top, which is 145 gold right off the bat that you guys could use to buy some potions.
I think we've sold some of the stuff, but I can't remember.
If we haven't sold,
I will admit, I was not. That wasn't on my list of things that I was keeping close track of. In this,
I don't think we've sold any of this stuff. Because there was like there was all that Gashaw's been asking about, like or James has been asking about, like, all the loot we had, and I think we finally got an answer on it, and I think that's stuff we plan on selling, the 45,
Okay.
65, and 35.
And I buy that we haven't sold it.
Okay.
+1 sickle, +1 striking spear, +1 flaming shortbow, and the +1 longsword. I don't think anyone really plans on. Or wait, somebody might be using the shortbow.
I think the short bow got taken. I thought that someone was going to use it.
Yeah, we'll just leave that one alone then. But the ghost touch +1 longsword we can sell.
I know +1 striking weapons cost like 100 GP, I believe.
I think it's just a ghost touch +1.
Ghost touch might be more
+1 striking
value.
spear,
Yeah, the spear should be worth 100, or we'll sell it for half, so 50.
50.
I don't know if ghost touch is a different value. Let's see. I believe it would be 175 if it's ghost touch. Or no, I guess 150 because it doesn't actually have striking on it. So 150 have to 75.
And the 50 was from the sickle or the spear?
50 was from the spear. So hold on, let me get my calculator out. So we have 45, 65, 35, 75 from the ghost touch, 50 from the striking. I think you guys were keeping the incense and the glamour rune.
Yeah.
The +1 sickle by itself, I think +1 without striking is just 50, so probably like 25. And then you'd be selling the leather armor and machete. I think it should be like 320 gold divided amongst you guys, so if you divide that evenly, that's like 64 gold each.
35.
Pretty good.
I think it's 235 total.
It should be more with the because there's 3 + 1 weapons. My math was a little fuzzy on the armor and the machete, but
Oh, from the armor and the machete.
but it
so
should be
320, you said?
yeah. I think like 320, so 64 for each person.
All right.
Sorry, I missed the number. How many?
64 gold pieces for each person.
Okay, and did we sell off the 3 things I had listed?
I don't think we sold the special arrows.
Okay.
The ghost touch longsword, though.
We did sell the ghost touch, yeah.
All right, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to ask for the number again.
64.
Okay.
Nice even number.
ADHD is in full swing tonight.
Truly.
You know, I'll say this: it's like, as much as I liked having like a gun as like the whole character thing, I think the Monarch has really become like signature thing here because it's like I don't need
Artifact
to swap. I
weapons
have
are
like
sick
my
as fuck.
melee and my ranged weapon in one.
That's true. That is true. That's a whole action taken out of the equation there.
How much would it cost to add cold iron to my bastard sword? Or
Oh,
Get
let
up.
me check.
cold iron bastard sword and then put the runes on it?
Cold iron. I feel like I should just hold on. You know what's gonna make this easier? I'm gonna log into my online Hero Lab account and just start pulling stuff up. But cold iron weapons. Okay, but how much more is it? I think it's an extra 20 GP on top of a regular item.
Or bulk?
It divides it by low grade, standard grade, and high grade. Pourquoi?
Would low grade cold iron be stronger than just regular steel?
Yeah.
Or is it-
I mean, it should still have the same effect. Well, let me see. Cold iron weaponry. Okay. It should still have the same effect, I believe. But it is 40 gold pieces to make a weapon cold iron if it's low grade, plus 4 GP per bulk. So 40 plus 4 times whatever however much the bulk the bastard sword is.
Just one.
Okay.
And cold iron just lets you bypass like damage threshold, right?
Yeah, certain things are weak to cold iron, like Fae.
Fuck they. think it might be better just to get healing potions. I think that's what we're all gonna do.
I mean, yeah, this is
Right.
your guys' chance to load up on healing potions.
Go ahead and grab 3 lesser ones deducted from a sheet.
Yeah, I'll grab 3 of them as well. That's one person who's just fucking making bank off all this. The person who's making the healing
Dude, the
potions.
fucking potion guy is so happy in this town. You kidding me?
Excuse me, potion seller. I'm going to battle. I need only your strongest
How
potions.
how much do we heal overnight?
Rest. All questions I should have had memorized a year into this fucking system, but boy do I not. Okay,
Because I'm
it's
realizing I'm at quite low health. and I'd rather not
HP
do like that.
equal to con mod multiplied by your level.
Okay.
So con
Okay.
modifier times level.
All right. So I healed 20. That's not bad, but
That's
I'm
not
still
nothing. That's
not
pretty good.
I'm still not doing well.
I mean, how low are you now?
43 out of 68. So I should probably buy some potions to heal up the rest of the way.
I will say I feel like Father Xantus could probably heal you guys some too. For a much lower price.
I would say, though, before... let me see how Lupin's doing real quick. Like I said, it's been a while. It's been a while. Not doing too bad. Still need a little bit. Though I guess, like, as we're on our way up towards the cathedral, I think Lupin be like, you guys mind if I take a little detour? I need to go see Broder Quink, see if he's found out anything.
I mean, you're a free man. You can do what you want.
Yes, sorry, you can go see Brother Quink. If you guys want him to cast the heal spell on you all, he can do that pretty easily. It's basically 3 gold for him to cast it for you guys at first level, 7 for second, and I don't think he can do third. Can he? Oh no, he could. He can go up to 4th.
This doesn't want to.
So basically these are the prices for like level being cast of spell. 3, 7, 18, 40. Basically each level you go up is a additional D8 plus 8. Although for him, he specially gets D10s. So for 3 gold, you're healing a D10 plus 8. 7 gold, you're healing 2d8 plus 16. 18 gold, you're healing 3d8 plus 24. Etc. Well, D10s, actually, sorry. Does anyone want to pay him for any of those levels of healing?
I'll pay him for a second, I guess.
Okay. While I'm pulling up Broder Quink's art, I will roll that. You said a second?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's not the right dice. Where's my dice? There's one. There's 2. Oh my god, my fucking quick math is failing me today. He's gonna heal you for 33.
Okay, perfect.
So back up to max. While I open up Bert Quink's picture, is everyone else think about whether you want a heal here?
I think I'll go ahead and take that first level heal. That should be all I need.
First level? Alright, let me hit you with that. That is going to be 14.
Oh yeah, that puts me back up to full.
Okay. So you're gonna head over to number 8. That's Broderick Quink's house. Over in that corner by the old light. Also where the Rune Watchers, his kind of like club, tend to congregate there as well. Good to see you again, dear boy. How it's been a busy time in town. Are you all doing okay?
Doing okay as we can be, considering we're not diving or doing into the pit now.
Yeah, let's just say I'm happy to do research and not go out questing like the young folk.
Yeah, speaking of that, Share, I just want to check in, see if there's any other, samples or anything you need from me, and seeing if, just checking in, see if you found out anything.
Nothing yet, dear boy, although I did have some leads. I sent away for some books, from the nearby city of Magnamar. That should help me narrow things down. I'm thinking there might be some magic we could do to, get the clearest possible answer.
Alright. Well, you keep doing you keep, working on that. If, uh, if anything important comes up, just, just, find a way to, send me a message.
So I will send one of my messages running about town, or if you're gone and I can't find you for a significant length of time, I could find a sending scroll. Oh, bless me. Although I would appreciate it if you recouped some of the price, if it's too expensive.
Yes, of course, sure. Alright, well, I'll leave you to your study, old man. Just, take care, and, I do want to, warn you, just, keep your, wits about you if you see a woman in a big red hat come around.
Oh, very well. I shall be on the look for any burgundy headwear. He kind of like shuffles off to go consult with some of his other scholar friends. You're fully healed. You're fully healed. I'm gonna assume Tariq. I don't want to say he'll spend 18, but he's so low. Okay, well, at least, so first he'll get, how much is his con modifier? Let's see how much he heals from that. I don't want him to come back and the rest of you are healed and he's just, like, fucking barely alive.
I can pay for his healing, it's fine.
Okay, so he also heals 20. But he's still down about 43.
He's
pay
down
people to heal
43?
him up.
He's at 33 out of 77.
Oh,
He a thick
Yeah,
boy.
I'll pay the gold to heal him up. No
Um,
problem. So it's
the most efficient, I
18
think
for
probably,
third level.
yeah, it's 18 for third level. It might be better to do 2 second levels.
Sure, I can do that.
So I think that's actually, I'm looking at the math, I think that's 14 for less. Or for more,
Yeah.
excuse me. Okay, so first one, he would heal 26. So, one more of those should do it. Second one, he is gonna heal, for 25, which, yeah, that'll put him past, max.
Wait, this is absurd.
What?
They can't seriously price the spells this way. That can't scale properly.
It's because the heal spell is not a good example of the scaling system. There are way better spells of those levels that people would pay to get cast.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, upcasting a spell is never worth paying for the upcast version, essentially.
I guess that's
For
true.
the level 3 heal spell, you can buy 2 level 2s and a level 1 and still have 1 gold saved over.
I guess it's more for the cases of like restoration or like regeneration, more specific spells.
Yeah. Probably.
Because like he could also, of course, I minimized his character sheet right as I said that. I mean, he's also got stuff like like restoration, remove disease, remove paralysis. Those are like level 3, level 2 spells. Like those are more needed. He's also like the best deal cleric around because he's giving you like D10s instead of D8s, which is nice.
That was nice.
Okay. So we got heals, we got our other stuff. I assume. Sorry, is there anything else? You guys taking that couple hours to head back to the plateau and then scale down the ladders to the shrine?
I'm gonna buy 2 Quicksilver mutagens.
Can you use mutagens? Is that not? I know that's like a specific thing in 1E.
What?
Oh, maybe not.
It's kind of like I thought it was just like a potion. I don't know if there's like a requirement.
Because I think alchemists can only do it to themselves. I thought.
Typically,
Oh, maybe
only
not.
alchemists have the expertise to craft mutagens.
Oh yeah, I guess they make it in this version. Okay, so they can make it, but they can still modify someone else. It looks like. Yeah. Okay.
It says the bonus to rolls is +1. Is that just?
Oh, for Quicksilver specifically?
Is that Neth that's just being weird?
No, I think that's right. The bonus to rolls is +1. Bonus to speed is 5. Duration 1 minute. I assume you're buying a lesser one.
You get an item bonus to acrobatics and stealth checks. That's what I was missing.
Oh yeah. There's also that.
Oh, also reflex and dexterity. That's nice.
Are you getting just the lesser one then?
Moderate.
Moderate? Oh, okay. 3 of the moderates. Okay. Alright, in that case, let's switch back over to our creepy dungeon.
Yeah, I would say that as you see Lupin joining back up with you, it's like, instead of his usual sort of like, like haughty demeanor he usually holds himself it's like, he seems to be thinking about something. He seems like a little like distracted. And for once, it's not because of Red. It's just because of like his whole like like parentage thing that he's having like Quink look into, and he's just sort of like all the thoughts just sort of like running through his head about that.
Hell yeah! A distant Lupin as you track through the dungeon. You guys are able to. I mean, pretty quickly. You guys, now that you're at this chamber, you can just come straight in from the pit ladder over here. You got 2 doors up ahead of you. A single door, and then like a pair of doors on the right next to Roland.
I believe we had already gone up there. That's where we met, what's their name?
The Caligini, that was the other way. This is a different part of the dungeon. The Caligini are like all the way over here.
Let's go through this one.
So peeking through that one, you can see there is it looks like the room has another wooden wall on this side, whatever room is next to it there, and you see an additional pair of double doors at the end of the hall.
You said the walls are wooden?
This one on the left is, and the one in front of Lupin and Sylvina. It looks like this was a room built into the dungeon.
Let's crack this one open.
All right. You ease open the other door. It is dark, but your guys' torches start to illuminate it. This room at first appears to be some sort of research room. To the northeast, you see a bookshelf against one wall near a desk and a wooden chair. There is like a table set up in the corner, a round table covered in what looks like scrolls and maps. All of the furniture looks a bit rickety, as if like whoever cobbled it together, like, yeah, they made a chair, but they're not very experienced at it. There's also an unlit lantern on the table and an unlit lantern on the bookshelf as well. Does anyone go in farther to investigate it?
It doesn't look trapped, does it? It just looks
You
like
can
a
make
living
a
space.
perception check. See if you spot anything from outside the room. I think on 29, you're pretty confident there's nothing really dangerous or trapped in there. It does genuinely look like a research room. The downside here is like to find, like compile all this into something worth it. You would either need to spend like 10 minutes to get a quick overview, or like a couple of hours to like really get into the meat of everything in here.
You mean all the notes?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should just grab all the notes so we can look over it later.
All right, if you take all of it with you, I think it is, with all the books included, it's like 3 bulk. So it's actually not a lot.
Ingini's a sorcerer. He's not a wizard, is he?
I'm a sorcerer, yes.
Okay. Which one of us is the smart one?
Which one of us is the smart one? Brutal.
My
What-
intelligence
Put your hand down.
is 12.
I was not raising my hand, Cher.
Does anyone have a does anyone have a high intelligence score?
I think I'm at a 12.
I have.
Is anyone higher than a 12? 60. Okay, so I guess it's Sylvina. This is the smart one.
Alright.
Alright. Because I was about to say, it's like, this would be a really weird thing where, like, in the Starfinder one, we had no one with charisma, and then in this one, we have no one with intelligence.
Gotta dump one social stat.
So stupid. It really is ridiculous.
Oh, what, con is the
genetics
primary?
should not.
No, I
Yeah.
love it. I think it's great.
I adore it.
It's the
But
only like
it
casting
just
class
lets me
that
throw out
fucking switches out. You know what I mean? I know it's not technically a casting class, but
Yeah.
it's I
think
appreciate it.
It's ridiculous that I can have my stats distributed the way they are for really no consequence to how my character works.
Fuck yeah,
much-
baby, let's go.
How much bulk do you have for carrying?
I am bad at carrying. That is the one problem. But I can just make other people carry stuff, and then there are like bags and stuff that can make
I
it
can
easier.
make
So
other people carry stuff.
I think I'm capped out on what I can carry without being
But-
encumbered.
I mean, it's
One of
3
the
bulk,
other
but you
nice
guys can
things
also
is-
spread it out between you all. Like,
Well,
3
I
people
can
take
actually
one.
carry all 3 bulk of it.
Oh yeah, what's the catch?
Oh well, no, there's no catch.
Oh okay.
The nice benefit of being a casting class is that I have no armor or weapon taking.
You know
up
what?
bulk.
She's right. That's true.
So I
Fucking
have
got
very
me there.
few bulk I can do total, but I
It's
can
not taken
take
up by a
3.
lot.
It's 3 bulk of what?
Like research papers and books and stuff.
Do we have any sense of what it's on?
You'd have to spend time like going through. I'd say there's like a quick version of 10 minutes or a couple hours. Which is why Roland was like, just pack it up. We'll look at it later. There is also a door to the left and one above you, to the north.
Yeah. If you guys sort of file in behind me, it's gonna start opening doors.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there, everybody.
Are we going left or are we going up?
They're just opening doors.
All right, looking to the left, you see 4 pits in the floor of the chamber. 2 to the north, 2 to the south. A thick coil of knotted rope hangs from a hook on the west wall, while a bucket of what looks like sand sits near the southwest pit, alongside a stack of chamber pots. The entire room stinks of waste, enough to make the eyes water. Looking into the pits, though, it looks like there are no prisoners in there currently.
I think that might just be a bathroom, isn't it?
It looks like they're like intended as a prison. All right, you see another singular door. All right, hold on.
Oh.
All right. I was gonna say perception check, but yeah, there you go. Hold on, let's see. Now I gotta roll something.
Kicking down doors. Fuck it.
All right, you kick down the door, and you see a couple of these fine fellows. Armor aflame, boots curled at the toe, glowing red eyes. They all swivel and look at you at the same time.
They just want to hang out, right? They just want to.
I think we may have already killed their boss. Killed their boss already.
Probably aren't super cool with that.
You see one of the points, they start shrieking and howling and like scrambling to like draw weaponry. We'll roll for initiative, but they don't have weaponry drawing us. They are taking action to do that. Let me pop open initiative real quick. Go for it. And I will roll in. I'll roll in these guys. Also roll in Tarek as well.
If I could say I was being sneaky, may I use stealth for my initiative?
Sure. If you were sneaking around.
I'm a rogue, it's what I do.
It is what you do. Okay, I got 26 for Tarek. We're cooking.
Not too bad.
Alright, rolling. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it didn't add them in. Whoops. Thought I clicked them, but I guess not. They got a 20, so they'll be after Tarek. After Lupin, actually, because you got the 21. Alright, rolling. It's all you.
Where do I want to go?
I'll say, despite them all looking the same, this does seem to be a mixture of elves, or half elves and humans in here, primarily.
I was about to say.
Like, the art is all the same, but these are certainly, like, a bunch of different individuals. It's not like a bunch of clones.
Stride over. Can I smack him behind the pillar, or is that gonna give him cover?
It'll give him a bit of cover, because you're, like, trying to reach around a stone pillar.
Okay, let me just think. So 5.
I will say, now that you're all the way in here, you can see that this room has, like, over a dozen doors in and out of it around the walls. There's these 6, like, thick stone pillars supporting a 10-foot high room. Unlike a lot of the other rooms, this one's pretty well lit. There's lanterns on hooks. There's 2 cook stations with cauldrons balanced atop a bed of coals on both sides. A lot of rickety looking chairs around the place. A couple of bedrolls laying around.
Do these guys seem like fightery types?
Give me a perception check on them. Kind of as a sense motive here. On a 20, you see that they are all armed with, like, machetes and daggers. They seem to be largely, like, melee focused. They are weirdly, like, a bunch of them are flickering with that odd flame highlighting them. But it doesn't appear to be, like, more than just, like, a continuous magical effect.
They all do that breath thing that she did. It's gonna hurt.
Did did we take fire damage when we hit her, or I can't remember.
You didn't take fire damage when you hit her for the most part. She did some like rebuttal things, I believe, at some point.
Okay.
Yeah. That I don't know why I was saying pause there like I had more to say. That's pretty much it.
I'm just gonna risk it because I want to back up. I want to like run in with one action, make an attack, and then run back in with the other action. That's where I try to funnel them.
All right. So action, move in, attack, and then go back.
Yeah, so this will just be a regular bastard sword swing.
Okay.
And I hope they don't have like the fighter reprisal.
29 CP or AP. Fucks. AC. I've been playing too much Warhammer. I was being sarcastic. They don't have that good
If they
armor.
have 29 AC, we're fucked.
That is. It is 10 over, so there's a crit, and the first one goes down as you just walk through. They're like midway pulling, not even the sheath. It's like their machete stuck in like a shitty leather loop. Haven't even gotten it pulled all the way out, and you cut them down.
I just shout back to the crew, good news, these guys are chumps, and then I run back in.
All right.
I was expecting it to be way tougher than that.
You know, things happen. All right, what do we want? Group consensus. What do we want Tarek to do?
Stay alive.
I don't
already
want to
shouted
kill him
it.
while we're gone.
I already shouted it, that I said that these guys are chumps, but it does connect to the other doorway.
Oh, you guys thinking like come at them from two fronts?
I was gonna say maybe block the other way so that they can't like squeeze us in.
That's true. All right, he'll do that.
Yeah.
Do we know how many of them there are?
Well, there were 6. There's now 5.
Okay.
See 25 feet?
Maybe not that far. I kind of meant like just block the doorway.
Just this doorway?
Yeah. Can you do like a total defense action or like a dodge?
I think you can do total defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that because they might come running through that way.
He'll set a pick at the door. Will be Lupin.
All right. Let's see here. Section. Loop. Stride in. Then I'll go ahead and do. Go ahead and pitch the Monarch at this guy here.
That was at the which one?
Here, I'll ping him again. This one.
This one. Okay. That will hit. It's kind of like bends around the air, slices into him for 7 as you summon it back in a glow of silver.
Right. Then I'll go ahead and final action stride back here. Hide behind our loyal tin can.
All right. That's gonna be the disciples. One is gonna spend his first action sprinting to here. You see, he takes the dagger out that he's holding, runs it along his tongue, so he starts bleeding. And much like Sylvitas feared, a bunch of like smoky air, like rippling with embers, rolls forward over only you two. It's a short cone. But the pair of you guys make a reflex save.
Alright.
Alright. It is a new session. You do have a hero point to burn.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
Alright. In that case, for passing, Lupin takes 5 fire damage. For failing, You're gonna take 7 fire damage, and you are sickened 1 as like the gross smoke. It's like cloying on your throat. Third action, he's gonna back the fuck off. You hear a door being thrown open. Next guy is gonna move and do the same thing. Another reflex save from you guys.
All right. No, I don't want to burn it too early. I'll let it ride.
That
Yeah,
is
sure.
a critical
Crit
failure.
failures could be even worse.
Crit fail. All right, I'll go ahead and spend it on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Much better.
Wow, you guys are perfectly in sync. Okay, you guys both pass. You each take 4 fire damage. Guy's gonna dip out of here. Whoops, that was one too far. Back up. Fucking turn tracker thing does not want to work today on Roll20. The next one is gonna do one more to you guys. So one more reflex save from each of you. Lupin, not to be caught by the same trick thrice, dives behind the wall. No effect whatsoever. Roland, that is
Just
a
like-
fail.
I'm like limboing back like Neo.
Roland, you take 6 fire, and you're at sickened 2 right now.
Fucking guns.
Then this guy's gonna take his action move over here. One more guy is going to take 2 actions to get in front of Roland. One guy makes it. Tarek can see him coming through the hallway over there. And that's gonna be their turn. Going over to Sylvina.
All right, where do you guys want me to focus?
How easy would it be for you to kill this guy in front of me?
Oh, I can hit him. I'm not sure if I can kill him.
Maybe go past Tarek and try to kill whoever's coming that way.
All right, the guy Tarek can see is about right here, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
about 10 feet away.
I'm going to open my kinetic gate.
Fuck, the gate's
and,
opening!
I'm
Ooh,
just
speaking of
gonna
that.
send my flying flame along this path through the door where the guy is coming from, which gets to about here. I don't know if you can see it if I just have one node, but
I can see it, yeah. So it'll get that far and then that far up. It'll stop there.
so I'll hit everything that's on that path. 4, 17 fire if they succeed on the save.
If they
Or if they
succeed.
fail to save.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Okay.
holy shit! It was like 34.
No.
He did fail. First guy in the row. Doesn't seem to reach anyone else, but that front guy takes 17. I know the aura things aren't working right now, but he does look bloodied.
That's it for me.
All right. It's gonna go to Gangini then.
Right. I think I'm going to slashing gust that one and that one, if I can. It's got a it's with 60 feet. Should be good. So we'll do
I will say
the
this
doorway
one.
one.
This one is not a token, just so you know.
Oh, it's a chair.
It's a chair.
Ah, I see.
I like zoomed out. I was like, what is he pointing to?
Maybe I don't want to target a chair. I don't see a lot of things right now. That's
I mean, it
the
did
issue.
sound like
Yeah,
a
you-
bunch of them are running down the other hallway. If you wanted to go that way,
Yeah,
they're not.
Hades is
They're not
incredibly
exactly being
confused.
subtle about it.
Genki's just incredibly confused, starts fighting a chair.
That chair's gonna get fucking crit to pieces.
He thinks it's a mimic chair.
The mimic chair.
There
all
have been
over
an
again.
awful lot of mimics around.
I think
Look.
there's just been the one, hasn't there?
No, there's been 3. You guys killed 2 last time, and the one upstairs.
Oh, right.
Granted, the one upstairs was Boss's fault because you paid for it.
No, it was Luplin's fault because it was meant for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't you go blame it to Salty's
Well,
chair.
what a blame shift. Okay.
Man, what do I want to do? I kind of like being here, but I also like can't see anything.
Pretty secure position. Get rid of these corpses. Get these out of here.
I could just slash and gust on the one. I feel like somebody's like over here somewhere, but I don't see them. I guess I'll just slash and gust this one then.
All right, just the front one. Okay. Make your attack
Yeah.
roll. Excuse me.
29's pretty good. Was that perhaps a crit?
29 is indeed a crit.
Okay, so they take 24 with 3d4 persistent slashing damage.
Roland, your
Or
cloak
bleed
like
damage.
fucking ripples as the air curves around you and cuts a bloody slash into this weird cultist looking guy. 24, and then yeah, roll your bleed damage too.
9.
Oh my god. Wait, is it 3d4 bleed damage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's a crit. Holy fuck. This person looks like they're about to fucking pass out from blood loss. That's crazy.
Just on their turn.
Yeah. God damn.
And last action, I'll cast shield.
All right. Casting shield over to Roland.
Oh, I'm going to try to hit the person in front of me. Hero point.
Hero point it is. Just hitting the one right in front of you.
Yeah.
Between that and the wind slash, yeah, cut this one down. Its eyes go, look regular brown eyes as the fire fades from them. Drops.
Right. I'm going to sudden charge.
Does it have to, does sudden charge have to be in a straight line?
I think it says I stride twice.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't specify. Yeah, just stride twice. So you
Oh.
dash around the corner toward this guy.
Yeah. Some of my
19.
rolls today.
Good lord. Still alive, looking pretty fucking bad.
Oh, that hit?
19, yeah.
Oh, nice. That's it
Tark.
for me.
Hmm. Don't want to burn any of Tarek's spells, but I feel like he could just go whack that one that's trying to get down the hall.
He likes doing that extend spell ignition combo a lot too.
It's true. It's true. We'll do an ignition. Jesus Christ. snaps his fingers, begin to smolder. Woof! Oh, this thing fucking engulfs in fire and is immediately slain. Because that was the one that was already hurt. Alright, another one dead. Tarek doesn't even have to move. And Lupin.
Stride out this way. Here. Alright, I'll go ahead and stride second time. So here. Alright. Here. And then I'll go ahead and throw the Monarch at this guy on my right here.
This one?
Wait.
Yep. Hold on, what?
If you attack this one, wouldn't you get your sneak attack?
Would I?
I don't think so. I think you have to be actually flanking.
Yeah.
It isn't like 5e where you just can have it
No, not
ally
go.
next
You
to
can
them.
get the sneak attack if you threw it at someone who wasn't aware yet.
Oh, okay.
That's alright. Good thinking, though. Alright, so yeah, I'll go and throw it at this guy.
Oh,
Alright,
weird.
that's your turn.
I'm looking at some of the animated stuff I got from that. One is from this month's thing, and one is rotating status markers for 5e. Yes, you certainly wouldn't forget if you're bleeding out if it's fucking floating there. There you go, Sylvina.
Sylvina's bleeding out.
Sylvina's bleeding out.
Okay.
Alright,
Just-
get that out of here.
I'm about to say, like, whoa, did I miss something?
Just a random aneurysm.
No, I was just trying to say what some of these animated things I just got given for free.
You know, it happens sometimes.
It happens
He's
sometimes.
spitting out a mouth of blood.
All right, that is gonna be the devils that are still alive, and the ones that were sleeping in the bedrooms.
I'm kind of mad that the mimics didn't get these guys. That feels unfair.
I feel like these guys are responsible for the mimics.
If I were a mimic, right,
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't want to be working with some people that are food in the hopes that other food will wander into this place.
Maybe they're just careful. Maybe they feed the mimics. Has anyone here watched Delicious in Dungeon? Because boy, did I watch all of that over Thanksgiving.
I've seen a lot of the. I've seen some
Clips from it.
scenes of it.
It's really good. It actually it's really funny.
So, has one of these creatures taken a move action within my reach?
I think they have to start the move action in your reach, right? Like they
Oh,
ran
okay,
up to you. They haven't done any move actions though. They just sprinted over. They did both have to double move to make it to you though. Okay. One is a miss, but the other one is a crit, and because it's a machete, it is a deadly weapon. So it gets to add an extra dice to this. It's gonna be 21 damage. The machete just clobbers into the weak point between your helmet and pauldron.
Alright. Which one did that?
The bottom one. This one.
Alright.
This guy had flanking with his friend and still fucked it up. The two down here are going to move up. This guy's actually going. Whoops! Get the fucking corpse out of here. Gonna double move to get flanking. Oh, sorry. One more guy on roll. And the guy below you is just gonna fucking triple attack you because you were next to him.
Right.
First one's definitely a hit. It's 26.
Yeah.
21 on the second one?
Yeah.
Last one is like 3 with the penalty. Okay, first one is 6 damage. Second one that hit is also 6 damage. The 2 down here, one is gonna make 2 attacks. It's gonna make 1 attack on Lupin because they have flanking. So here's the guy making the 2. He made 2 attacks and he rolled 2 2s. It's a lot of 2s. Jesus Christ. The other guy though, 19 to get you.
19 will miss me. My AC is 22.
Oh fuck! All right, well they ran up, split into this real tactical maneuver and fucking biffed it.
So I'm just imagining like Lupin, now that he's like in the thick of battle, he's just sort of like in his element now, and you see him just doing like the Michael Jackson thing where he just grabs the top of the hat and he just leans his head down, and you see his like eyes just slightly obscured, and he's just dodging out of the way of everything.
Hell yeah. I feel like I should be. Okay, there we go. One of the settings wasn't making sense, but now it does make sense. As they split off to their tactical maneuver, only to get stunted on by Lupin, we'll switch over to Sylvina. This turn tracker does not want to work at all, so I'm just going to give up on that for a bit. We'll just know whose turn it is the old-fashioned way. By paying attention.
You said they're flanking Lupin?
Yes, they are flanking Lupin. You can't. The other one's like across the wall from you, like behind this wall.
That's fine. I just have to draw my path. I don't actually have to see them.
Oh my god, did it finally give me a Burning Hands template? I don't have to hand measure? Let's fucking go.
Anyway. We're just gonna do...
Sorry, I'm really
that again.
living life with these fucking templates over here.
Going up. Basically the same, just to hit.
Alright,
This
so
guy says
zigzagging,
it's
like,
quite as far.
spiraling like the wasps, like, around Lupin.
No, I'm just using safe elements.
Oh, okay, so just, like, they kind of bend around him as they go from
Yep.
target to target. Even
Right.
cooler.
I should specify that every time I open my kinetic gate that I'm declaring those 4 as my safe elements target, and then
I mean, that makes
in this
sense.
case I'm using safe elements as my first action because that's an augmenting.
As long as you're keeping track of the actions, I feel like that's a fine thing to, like, make a blanket statement about, you know? Like, you're gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
Alright, here comes 2 reflex saves if you want to roll damage. Whoops, dropped d20.
Yes.
Well, they rolled the exact same thing, so let's find out if they both failed. These 2 dudes are in sync and just blowing it. Like, not in sync in a good way. What's your DC?
21.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. They both got 20. That's crazy. They both almost got away with it.
Well, these two would have taken half, but...
That's true, that's true. They both take the 16, which bloodies the top one, and the top one is below bloodied now.
Alright. And that's it for my turn.
Alright, as they try to, like, pat out these hornets that, like, they had fire on their clothes. That was very much, like, an aesthetic ability. Now they're getting actually burned. Alright, Gangini, that's you.
Does going through allied occupied squares work?
Oh, you can just do
Is
it.
it
As
just
long
like-
as you don't end in
Okay.
it, you're fine.
Okay.
I played a home game with a person once who, like, insisted that you couldn't go through ally squares, and it made combat a fucking nightmare.
Okay. I can get there because I have the
Also-
fleet feet.
Oh, damn.
I know it's not like a big
He's
deal,
fleet as
but they're
fuck.
wasps, not hornets.
What?
And I'll I'm gonna
Oh, is it
flashing
wasps,
guts
not
those two.
hornets?
Yeah.
Sorry. I even thought
No,
to
no.
myself as I was saying it, I was like, wait, is it a different yellow striped stinging creature?
No. The specific... There's actually a specific reason it is specifically wasps for Calistria.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they don't die when they sting. So they can do it more than once.
I'm
I
grateful
guess
for this pack of animations that gave all the DMs. It didn't need to be... I don't need 20 separate countdown animations that just are in different fonts. Like, hold on, let me show you an example.
You don't?
I didn't need both of these. This is not relevant. Cool, didn't need 30 of them. Although I do really like the ones, admittedly, that are a like actual sand timer. So Gangini swiftly ducking and weaving past Sylvina and Tarek.
I'm gonna slashing gust to the people who are flanking Lupin. I guess we'll do first rolls the south one, second rolls the north one.
Hell yeah,
Sure.
pop off. 21. Oh wait, no, that was the bottom one. The 13 will miss the south one. The 21 will hit. That one is barely alive. You see, like, not even a slashing gust, like a regular breeze would knock the northern one over.
Okay. 11's not that damage. We'll take that.
Rolling. You still got 3 of them around you right now.
Would I be able to move to this space?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. How do I want this?
The description of the rooms in the book seems to indicate that those are like an actual double door, not like 2 separate doors, which I think is how it's been drawn. So there should be like just a 5-foot step gap through the middle.
All right. I will sudden charge. I'm around here.
Oh, fuck. Just around
Try to
all
come
of them to get flanking on the bottom, dude. That's crazy. Holy shit.
Is that crit?
31? Yeah, it crits. This dude
Still
was
alive.
very much gonna die from the regular hit, but that does crit as you just come up behind. You kind of just, I think, grab his little half-elf ponytail and just, like, cut the throat from behind.
I'm going to try to use an action to end the second condition.
Go for it. Can you do that? 1 second. Oh, yeah, 42 save. Yeah, you're good.
Ends it,
I think
it by 1.
I think it just reduces it by 1. Yeah, it doesn't end it fully. Whoops.
Yeah.
Did not mean to put a corpse on top of a Gangini. That's my bad. I'll start piling up corpses in this room so I can calculate fucking loot and shit in a second. Alright. Cool beans. Tarek. Just gonna move over to here. And I'm just gonna give it a good old bonk stick. Where's my staff of fire? That's what we want. Cracking that dude over the head. I'll drop him. Lupin.
Let's see here. Alright, tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll run up this dude. Loop. And then attempt to slash. Or I guess technically stab because it's piercing damage with the Monarch.
Oh my god. That is definitely a crit, and that was the one that was already injured by our sword wielder. As he's like, wham! Bring Monarch up, like, underneath the rib cage. Another one down. Love a good crit. A lot of crits this fight.
Then I'll, yep. Then I'll go ahead and retreat back then. So I think that should. Yep, should give me back my original position. All right, that's 3 actions. So that's all for me.
All right. The disciples. not a lot of them left, but the two that are left have not used their breath weapons. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 1. Wait, no, they'd have to get one lower. Okay, so these will. The first guy is gonna hit Lupin and Roland. The second guy is gonna hit Tarek and Roland. So Lupin roll 1, and then I'll roll 1 for Tarek, and then Roland will roll 2 for reflex saves. Tarek is gonna fail. Roland will pass, and Lupin will pass. So Roland, first one does 4 to you, second one does 5. So 9 total. Lupin, you take 4. Tarek takes 7 and is sickened 1 right now.
I really hate these guys.
Just cutting their tongues, breathing smoke. Just a day at the office for him.
I really don't see what you guys are finding so difficult. I haven't moved and I haven't taken damage.
No, you're tanking the next fight.
You're just rotating who gets to be tank each fight.
It's really not a good idea to have me tank. I have no AC.
But you have lots of constitution.
It is your turn though.
Oh, okay. This is very difficult to determine because I don't know the relative positions of the enemies and of you all.
Damn, if only you moved.
Well, the problem is if I move, I don't have enough actions to do AoE stuff, right?
It's true enough.
Because if
I would say just move and then we can. They're almost dead.
okay.
I think the extra actions aren't really going to matter a lot.
I'll move down to here. Oh, actually, this is fine. This is totally fine. I have an angle where I don't have to do save elements. Like that.
Alright. 2 saves. Okay, this time they both pass.
You alright there, Ben?
Yeah,
13.
I just have an itchy throat. 13
Each take.
halved. They're not bloodied yet, but they both take a little bit of an impact there. Gangini, that's you.
All right. I see 2. I can target 2. So I'll target 2 with Slash and Gust.
Damn it! It's so windy and waspy in here, in this fucking
In
tunnel.
this dungeon.
And this sealed cave.
You know, to be fair, on the bright side, Sylvina does have a little
I think you hit it 3
Bunch of
times,
wind
but
going around.
Oh,
we
we can just use the first 2 then.
first one misses, second one crit, so you hit the guy on the right for 20, and is bleeding for 3d4. Give me a perception check. 10, Jesus.
I like this spell. This is a good spell. Perception check, you said?
Yeah. I think you're able to tell your friends, like, you guys can just fucking ignore it. He's gonna pass out from blood loss on his turn. He's bleeding for 10
I got
and
this
has,
one.
like,
Let's go get
half
the
that
other.
left. God.
To be
damn.
fair, 10's a lot of bleeding.
Yeah, that's a crazy amount of bleed damage. Roland.
Am I able to, like, shove Lupin aside to get into the melee?
I think if a character is willing, you can take an action to move them. But it would take an action.
I mean, I would have to. I would only get 1 attack either way, but instead I will 30 feet.
Where are you going?
And then sudden charge.
Oh my god,
flank.
just running around the outside. You
Screaming
guys
the
hear
entire
like the
time I do
fucking
it.
Doppler effect of like fading, then getting close, like coming back around. All right, fucking light this dude on the left up. That is a hit for 17. They are both in single digits right now. They are so weak.
Wait, did he actually get the charge all the way through the other room and then the other room and then back around?
Yeah, because he moved 30, and then the next 2 actions from sudden charge, like, it lets you move twice and attack.
How much movement is that?
90.
90.
90? Are you like trying to audition for like an NFL combine or something? That's a lot of movement.
And in
Does he
fucking
look
armor,
afraid?
too.
Does he look afraid as like he hears the sound coming closer from behind him?
I think he probably is, like, looking around like, what the actual fuck is that? I think now he just looks like he has a fucking concussion as you slammed into him, moving that fast. Tarek will try to finish that guy off, and then, I mean, next guy's gonna bleed to death. Let's see, staff. Okay, that does not do it with flanking. Second attack? Let's go for the trifecta, why not? Alright, attack number 3 somehow. Bonks this guy on the head. The flaming staff, ironically, puts out this disciple's fire, and he is done. Lupin, you can attack the last one if you want, but he is gonna just instantly die on his turn.
Get some practice swings in.
Get some practice swings in. Fucking brutal. Oh my god.
That's a little
I just imagine
unnecessary.
it's like
What
he
a
just sort of, like,
practice swing.
whips around, and like I said, you see him just sort of like get the blade like right in the jugular. As he pulls out, you see like the was it like the big like blood spray against the wall, and as he does, it's like the camera just pans around. You just see him do, and he just pulls the hat down.
I was gonna say,
The
like, a ballerina twirl.
weapon like teleports a little bit in your hand, kind of just like shakes off all the blood by itself. And we are out of combat.
Man, these guys suck.
I mean, to be fair, these guys are like room 2 in the dungeon. Like they're not the hardest to counter.
Like we skipped. I think we skipped. We
You
skipped
guys
the
made
quest and
that
went straight to
jump
the
to
boss.
go in the back entrance, which risked falling in the pit. This was the easier entrance and had like the less crazy path, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right.
And
All
We're getting
right.
pretty close to gaining a level too.
So first things first, just loot wise, they honestly don't have a lot. There are fucking 8 of them, so if you guys want, there are 32 daggers available, just regular daggers, 8 machetes, and 8 leather armor. It's like robbing a fucking Skyrim protagonist trying to get his smithing levels up. Just
he
an
said it has
assload of iron daggers.
deadly on it.
Machetes, yeah, they have deadly D8. So basically, it's a D. They do a D6 damage, but if you crit, it does an extra D8 on top of doubling those dice.
I'll grab a machete.
All right, you scoop up one of the machetes. Are you guys bothering like grabbing any of the other ones, or just letting it, just leaving that shit?
That doesn't seem worth the bulk.
It's a lot of bulk, to be fair.
I cannot help carry those things. I've used up most of my bulk carrying documents.
We don't ever really
carry
use
fucking
rations,
so
do we?
many pages.
We don't really use rations, do we?
Well, we tend to go back to town.
You guys go back to town
Yeah.
a lot. It's not a very ration focused campaign.
Could I have left my rations at town because it's just weighing me down?
Sure. If you guys get stuck without food, that's on you. But yeah, you can leave them in town.
We need to explore above. I guess.
Can we? Can I get some healing from Derek?
Yes.
Imagine needing healing.
They got me down to 25.
I think it would be. Yeah, he'll do the 3-action one. Okay. Got all his charges back. He's gonna use one of his uses of he only has one of them. Level 1 heal, I guess. So that's gonna be a D8 plus 8 for everyone who's injured right now. 16 max.
Can you do a medicine check?
Oh yeah, fuck, treat wounds. Let's do that too. The healing is just very efficient when it can aura heal multiple people. Alright, he's gonna make the medicine check. So we're taking 10 minutes to treat wounds here. That'll pass for 2d8. That's gonna be another 10 on that. Lupin, you would be back up at max with that burst heal, and so will Tarek.
Alright.
And then, is that also a potion on top of that roll?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. If anyone wants to
They really
investigate
didn't like me.
the room they were all hanging out in, you can make a perception check up there.
What do we need to roll? You said?
Perception, if you're looking around the room up here.
There's an awful lot of chairs.
I don't
They
see
could
it.
all be mimics.
Sylvina having a mild panic attack that they're all mimics. Gangini as well.
I don't see shit.
Gangini actually puts that
Alright,
idea in
I know-
Sylvina's head. It's all she can think about.
Look, I know
Can-
we've
can
run
we have
into some
Tarek?
mimics, but not everything is a mimic, okay?
I'll get Tarek to roll as well. Hold on. He's got the wisdom for it. I say
make
that.
you
I'm
feel
gonna
better
nat
for this
one it right here.
smash. Would it make you feel better if I
Whoops,
smashed
that's
out
not
the
what I wanted.
chairs?
It would make me feel worse for sure.
Okay,
It's
Tarek got
fat
it.
metal ass down on one.
Rolla, you just fucking start sit your metal ass down on one.
What'd
The
you just say?
chairs
What
quickly become kindling. 23. Okay, that will get you. You see that like in their bedrolls and stuff. There is a forgotten treasure stuffed among a bunch of piles of rags. As you guys see, what looks to be an enchanted sling. If it wants to give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy. I could do that.
The Great Gangini, this is a Caterwall sling. It's a +1 striking sling, but has 2 actions once per day. You pull the white thread 3. Oh my god, I fucking reversed all the letters in that phrase. The white thread free. That's woven into the cord, and then sling it in circles at high speed. Lets out an ear-piercing wave of sound. Every creature within 30 feet takes 4d6 sonic damage.
46 of the target or the thrower?
It's a 30-foot cone, it says.
Oh, 30-foot cone, sorry. Each
Oh.
is a 30-foot cone. You basically like spinning it in front of you like a propeller is what I'm imagining. And it like projects that sound forward.
Interesting.
It doesn't have finesse, so is it a strength-based weapon?
Slings? I don't think that. Yeah, let me see.
It says you add half your strength modifier to damage rolls with it.
I know. I'm pretty sure it was a 1 in 1e. I know that because it's like just throwing the stone as hard as possible as well. Yeah, add half your strength modifier to damage rolls.
If we
I
get
mean,
if we
you
get strapped for cash, we might sell this. But do you mind if I hang on to it?
sure you can have it.
Yeah.
Out.
Oh, I guess anything in the sling group has the crit effect that if you crit someone with something in the sling group, they have to make a fort save or be stunned one. So lose an action, basically.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
So
I mean, also I'll just charge everything, but
worth a shot. You can
I
be
mean, it
walled in
gives
by something. Need to make a snipe.
I mean, it gives you a 2-action AoE attack. That could be good. You never know.
True, 46 and a 30-foot cone is a lot of potential spots to hit.
and that is a +1 counterwalls thing, right?
It should be in your journal now, but it basically functions as a +1 striking sling, and it also has this additional effect that makes it a counterwall sling. My cat has returned. Hello, sir. Alright. I'm gonna save you guys a bit of time and just start opening these doors. It weirdly looks like these were all old storage rooms. That these people are using to like sleep in, store random junk. You guys found the only thing of value in here. But you do wonder if this was like the original purpose of this room, was just holding these weird cult dudes. Certainly feels a bit like a dormitory. I will say, as like going through all the doors, one does lead to a nicer looking bedroom at the bottom over here. The one just to the south of Tark. The room is unlit. I think Tark, like holding up his fire staff, like edges in after you. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to move you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Where was that? There's my notes. You see a much nicer, like not just like an old rags, like an actual cot, heaped with fine blankets, sits in the corner of the room. While to the eastern side, there is a single chair and a desk. There's a few scrolls and books on the desk, along with an unlit lantern and a stone sculpture of a winged horse monster. Everybody give me a perception check. Whoever, or I guess whoever goes in there can make one.
Tarek's the other one that I think.
All right. I mean, everyone, their pass the DC is 22. But you see that hidden behind that desk is a locked secret door. I would say you guys also know it looks like that statue of the Sandpoint Devil might be worth a decent amount of gold. It's very well made. I would also say with that perception, you see that on the desk. Yeah, it's a lot of like old, just like random books and stuff, but some of them appear to be like grisly sermons about like the devil, and some do appear to be magical scrolls.
Oh.
Yes, I would say give me a Arcana check if you're looking over them. Okay. There are 5 scrolls of all the notes and sermons. 5 of them are magical. 1 is a scroll of dream message. 3 are scrolls of heal, heightened to 3rd level. And a scroll of remove disease.
Okay, those are good scrolls to have.
Yeah, 3 scrolls, like 3 heightened level 3 heals is crazy.
I think we should just give those to Tarek, right?
Yeah.
Can he use
Yeah,
them?
I'm not sure what dream message does, but
Um, I can link it to you. Hold on. Actually, I think it's in the compendium on Roll20. it's not freaking out. Okay, there we go. That's fixed. XP, you were saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see.
All right, I'm
So
back.
did we get XP from killing the guys?
That's what they're asking right now. That is
also,
gonna
if we
be
do-
70 XP and a hero point.
So I have us at 848. Does that sound correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If we
And a
do
hero point?
decide
Yeah.
to
So I think
mess
yeah,
with
because you already spent one earlier in the session.
Charn's dreams, we do need to figure out if he will know it's us who sent the message. And then we'll have to decide on what we want to send to mess with him.
Yeah. How much is that scroll worth? Because it depends. If it sells for a good price, I think we just sell it. But if it's not really worth anything,
Dream
then it's
message.
nothing.
You message one way up to a minute of speech into your target's dream. That's roughly 150 words. If the target is asleep, they receive the message instantly. If not, they receive it the next time they sleep. As soon as they receive it, the spell ends, and you know the message was sent.
Right, but how much does a scroll of dream message cost?
It would be a 3rd level scroll. So whatever a 3rd level scroll costs. Let me double check.
It's amazing that that's on the same level as Fireball. 30 GP.
30? All right.
You can do some dumb things if you can message people frequently.
Fucking Inception, baby.
Does
Also,
it
I'll
sell for
point
the...
out, in our Dragon Horde campaign, I briefly took something that let me just use message whenever I wanted. At any distance, and I got a shocking amount of use out of it.
I mean,
With
pretty great.
that book.
Do scrolls sell for their full value or for half value?
I believe half. I think anything that's not like a treasure item is half.
It is fucking with Charn worth 15 GP for us.
Maybe. Depending on how we fuck with him.
He does suck.
Look, if you want to fuck with Charn, I can use my Monarch for it, but I can only do it once per day.
Oh, we can do it once per day with Monarch?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
then we can absolutely just sell the scroll.
Yeah, let's sell the scroll and just with Charn.
But I want to point something out.
God, we're gonna be bullying
There's
Sean.
another group of adventurers down here.
It's true.
And you know what's great about adventurers?
I'm concerned what you're gonna say. What's great about adventurers?
They have to buy things at full price. So if we can sell it to them,
So stupid.
we can get full price for it.
Well, let's just sell the scroll. One, they may already be dead, and two, they may be hostile towards us if they see us down here.
Look, we just say we're like the turtles from the Tales series, you know? We go into the dungeons specifically to cater to adventurers' needs.
If,
oh, I get what you're saying.
If we
I thought you
meet
said
them
the
before we
turtles
go-
with tails, and I was like, what the?
No.
Yeah.
In the Tales series.
I realized what you had said once I started like sounding it out, and I was like, oh, okay. But like at first I was like, is there like a monster that's a tailed turtle
Terrible-
that does this?
Terrible name for like shopkeepers, but
if we see them before we go back to town, you can try to sell it to them. But when we get back to town and we haven't met them, let's just sell it.
yeah, that's fine.
You do also have the locked secret door in there.
Which we do need to go through because that's probably where we're going to find the thing that we're supposed to kill.
Alright. Lupin, you wanna thievery that shit? break us in.
Gotta go back in real quick. There we go. All right. I just got hero point. I'm gonna use it.
Fair.
There we go.
Definitely are very different results.
It went slightly better this time.
All right, 32 is crazily better.
It's like one of those things. It's like he's doing it, and it seems like he's like here, and he wants to say, it's like, why you? It's like, look, Roland, I could tell you're looking at me even through that helmet. Like, how do you even see through that thing?
The door click
I'm
gives
gonna
way.
channel elements before we open the room to the door.
Nice. All right.
Honestly, realistically, I could probably just constantly when we're in the dungeon, because there's nothing that's like you only do it for a certain amount of time. They're just things that later I will get that take me out of channeled elements.
Just gonna start putting little fires around you. I love that. I don't think it's the same description in 2E, but like the description of kinesis in 1E when they channel power is like quote unquote like an incredibly obvious powerful display. Like they were like, nah, no stealth with this shit. All right, you guys can open it up, but as the door creaks open, you see roughly carved stone steps going down a bit farther into the darkness.
Did these look like they're going down a floor, or did these look like they're
like a half
on the
floor
same
kind of
floor?
deal? Like still this
Okay.
floor of the dungeon. Like somewhere in the rock that would separate this level of the pit from the next level of the pit.
You want to just poke our heads in, or
You do see like bends around a corner, so you have to move forward a little bit to see past.
Gingerly step forward.
Alrighty. I will say as you begin to like, you kind of like duck under this small passage out of the room, it pretty rapidly is getting cooler here than anywhere else in this floor. You start to see that water is like forming condensation on the walls. But you also know as like your torches pass over that, like, yeah, there's beads of water which drip to the floor, but it also looks like some sort of like inky condensation is beaded on the wall, and those ones are like very stubbornly unwilling to drip down to the floor.
Do we want to check if it's flammable?
The black stuff on the wall?
just throw a torch in after Lupin?
Are you trying to test if Lupin is flammable?
No, if the weird black spots are.
Yeah, but if it is, then we will also be testing if Lupin is flammable.
I mean, I'm covered in fur, so.
I mean, my guess is yes, but you never know.
Do you want to quickly step out, Lupin?
Alright, you can toss a torch in there.
Toss a torch in. Close it.
I'm gonna put a little torch down there for the memes, like lighting source. I mean, don't hear any like rush of fire or anything. Torch just kind of bounced off the wall and is flickering on the floor.
Is some of that liquid on the floor?
It looks like it knocked some of it off the wall, yeah, but didn't like ignite it.
But you say some of the condensation is falling slower.
Yeah, the like the black beaded conversation. is falling like real slow.
Are you able to like do your elemental stuff at will, Sylvina?
Yeah, there's no limit on it per
What
se.
stuff?
I'd say maybe you shoot at the ceiling.
Yeah. What specifically do you want me to shoot at the ceiling?
The black condensation.
Just some fire at it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I can do that. What are we thinking? Do you want me to like shoot just like a kinetic blast, or do you want me to do like a flying flame?
Just do a kinetic blast. We're trying to see if it's like flammable or something.
All right. I will step to here so I can just kind of see into the area barely, and I'll shoot a fire kinetic blast at the ceiling.
Alright. I mean, I think you have to move up to the tunnel door. You launch one in. It strikes. It doesn't seem to ignite it though. Again, it just seems like a wet wall.
Alright, doesn't seem to be flammable. At least at first attempt.
What do you guys do? So cautious going through this fucking door.
Oh,
I'll go through.
he said it's a blind corner.
I am the meat shield.
As you get about there,
Sounds
Roland, I'm gonna
acceptable.
read what you're seeing in there. As you round the corner, you see a large, cracked slab of blackstone protrudes from the cave's floor to the south, looking almost as if it had slowly erupted from the surrounding rock, like a stony tumor. As you all begin to filter into like the cave proper. You all
Wait a
hear
minute, Is this the same stuff that was in the other pool? That's like the water from
which pool?
the plane of shadow?
Oh, the font of like water that the other people had?
Yeah.
No, that was most assuredly like a liquid with, I think you guys determined, some kind of like weird shadow algae on it. This is like actual like black rock, like obsidian.
Okay.
Or something akin to that. But you all begin to hear a voice, kind of faint but telepathic. And in your head, I believe you speak Abyssal, Sylvina. But
Yeah, I think so. I can check.
whoever speaks Abyssal will hear the following.
I do
Is-
not speak Abyssal.
Is Abyssal the same as Chthonian?
Oh, fuck, maybe. I think they changed it to that. Oh, I always forget the new language things.
We just call it Abyssal then. It's like that's what everyone knows.
What did you call it?
Chthonian. Because I went looking for it because I wanted to know the language of demons, but apparently they changed it from Abyssal to Chthonian.
I think it is. I think Chthonian is Abyssal.
I don't speak it, but
It's the language of demons, correct?
Yeah, it looks like that is. I think it's supposed to be Chthonian.
yes, it is. Demons is Chthonian.
Yeah, so if you have Chthonian, you'd understand it. I always forget that they changed a lot of those names away for valid reasons. But you
Not getting sued reasons.
Yeah, you can hear Roland. And who might these fine bodies be who come to visit me? Where is my darling pet, Minargle?
Is Monargle the name of the one we killed?
You guys remember Minargle was that like strange goblin priestess who worshipped the Sandpoint devil?
Oh yeah, we definitely killed her. Yeah.
Do you say that to him?
Oh, I don't speak this language.
The only one who, I mean, you guys can think in response. Do you try to think anything back in Chthonian for Roland?
I would think back. I'm pretty sure Monargle's dead.
You hear like, oh no, she was such a good pet. Ah, at least someone else can understand me. I find most others don't understand the human tongue. He's still broadcasting this to everyone, and when he says the human tongue, he says like, no one seems to speak it. Those of you who know any Thessalonian can tell that he's calling Thessalonian the human tongue.
I will respond in Thessalonian and say, I can speak.
Oh, a multitude of new friends. Well. Perhaps replacements for Monargle? Come into my chambers. It's good to see new faces.
Where are you? I'll respond back in Chthonian.
Alas, remain stuck in this stone. It leaves one rather bored, honestly.
I feel like this has got to be the most disjointed conversation for Roland and I.
Oh yeah. And everyone else is kind of just like, what?
Yep.
DuPont's like, do you understand that? Oh, I'm hearing a bunch of gibberish in my head.
I don't think, I'm trying to see if Tarek speaks any of these. I don't think he does. No, he does not. And Tarek's just like, what? I'm talking, I assume. And this he'll like start repeating in both languages. You and you at the front over there? A fine set of armor and very stylish clothes on you, my friend.
Does this stone look familiar? I think maybe I saw it in Canabras. Something similar to it.
Give me an occultism check. Or for you, I would say, it wouldn't. You would know more because of who you are. I think I'll just load. Yeah, I'll load the DC for you. I think you would know, Roland. This is a very similar material to what the ward stones would have been built out of.
So to seal whatever this is.
Yeah, you think this is very similar looking material. Not quite as like the ones by the wound are very like purposefully carved into shapes and like look like different gods and have like writing chiseled into them. This appears to be like a very base, like naturalistic version of that.
And can I just think back in Thessalonian? It's very important to maintain a sense of style. You never know when you might run into someone that you need to interact with. And while I personally wouldn't outfit myself like Roland does, there is something that never quite goes out of style about a suit of armor.
It is timeless. I must say, when I'm free, perhaps I could adopt a combination of your senses of fashion. Or maybe I see there's some fine clothing on your companions as well. I'd be most grateful if you could help me out here. It's an easy spell to break, from what I understand. Just to take your thumb or your forefinger and draw a little X in the condensation upon the stone.
If it was so easy, why wouldn't Monargle do it?
Ugh, you know how tribes like hers can be. She got all superstitious and freaked out by me. I mean, I will admit it was pretty funny for a while that she said, are you the Sandpoint Devil? And I said, yes, of course, my dear. She really got into that for a while.
I would know if I broke the stone that would release the demon, right?
I don't think so. I feel like that would be not necessarily in his wheelhouse.
Do we know it is a demon?
I mean,
It's speaking demon to me, and it's
speaking
in a ward
demon.
stone.
Okay.
I don't think an angel would speak.
Well,
demon.
I'm guessing it's not an angel.
I will say I think the remnant Incerol wasn't precise. Like was like demon or devil. Like he called it some sort of like weird outsider, basically something not of this realm.
Would I know of would I have known of any way to like? Why do you trap something in a ward stone instead of just trying to banish it? What would be the? Is this thing particularly dangerous? Do I think?
Are you asking, just like in general, why would someone do this?
Yeah, why would somebody use a ward stone to seal something rather than just getting rid of it?
Interesting. I would say again, you could make an occultism check, or I would say a society check would also probably work. Because it's like a cultural thing too.
Occultism is far better for me.
I think you know there's usually two typical reasons for something like that. One would be power. Like, could you trap something and convince it to give you power? The other would be many outsiders have lived for like millennia, and as such are vast fonts of wisdom. Like they might just know a lot of things and be able to answer lots of questions.
Right. So this isn't necessarily like a paladin or a cleric sealed this thing. It might be something else trapped.
I mean, like a
demon or an
wizard might
outsider.
seal it if like they were trying to use it to gain knowledge. Like a demon hunter might seal it. Just be like, I think another reason on a 17, like sometimes demons and evil outsiders are just they're hard to kill. It might end up being like impossible for someone who's not strong enough, but if they could seal it, that might be a way around it.
How does... I'll actually ask Lavina, how does your deity feel about demons?
One sec.
I think Calistria is not, hanging out with
Anti-demon.
them a lot.
I don't think
But-
Huntress hangs out with them.
She does
Well, I think
value
he-
the vengeance they might provide, I
I was
think.
gonna say, I think the only group that Calistria like actively dislikes are like the super lawful people and
Yeah.
Rovagug.
Yeah, she's very anti-Rovagug.
Yeah, I think it's like those two groups where it's like if you're trying to stop Calistria people from doing what they want, or you are pro Rovagug, those are the things that are like hard nose for Calistrians.
I always loved that she hates Rovagug like that fucking much, because it's just like, don't restrict our hedonistic ways. We can do whatever we want, but also fuck that one guy in particular, if anything to do with him.
But also, I feel like that's very Calistria like.
Yeah, all I think is I always loved her lore. It's great.
He's definitely one of my favorite of the deities in
Oh,
Pathfinder.
for sure. Definitely one of the best like pieces of deity that they like wrote.
Yeah.
So
I think the answer is we're not like pro demon, but we're not really anti demon.
I am very much anti-demon. I'm trying to think of a way I can get rid of this demon.
I think you
Or whatever
would
malign entity is in
um,
this stone.
I mean, I wouldn't not kill the demon, right? If we needed to kill the demon, I would help kill the demon. But
I mean, I think you would know that, like, when stones have broken around the whirlwind, there have been, like, demonic excursions into Numeria. Like, if something's sealed, you break a seal. Like, that could work, and you might be able to kill something that was sealed. The question is, like, how powerful was the thing that was sealed?
Right.
But there's 5 of you, you know?
I mean,
I think I'm just gonna ask. I mean,
Look, I'll make it worth your
you think
while
with
if you
the
free
Sandpoint
me.
Devil down here, wouldn't Menargle know that you're not the Sandpoint Devil? It's a very impressive deception.
She wasn't exactly the brightest flame in the dark, if you catch my drift.
so
I
what?
most certainly do.
So what exactly are you?
Does it really matter? I'm
Kind of.
a voice in a rock, you know? It could be a lot of things, but all those things could give you power if you let me out.
I mean, could always just go bring our Clarifiend here and have him cleanse the stone.
Ugh, clerics. Look, they're always such a bummer. I could make this work so well for you.
Well, tell us what you are. We'll think about it.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
All right. You really want it? Will that help put your mind at ease in our discussions?
Yes.
Ugh, are you, well, I mean, I'll be honest, I can almost feel the stink of them around you, but you all are familiar with demons. Do you know what a Invidiac demon is? I'll say you guys make like
All
an
there is a
occultism
great
check.
demon.
What check you said?
Occultism.
A what demon?
Can't get away with religion on this one.
No. Both of you would know that a Invidiac demon is a demon that specializes in possession. The other thing they are known for is that some refer to them as shadow demons, having a like deep affinity with the darkness and shadow. That being said, I think you would know that they have been known to like impart powers to people.
I'm just thinking though, is like, how would we take care of this?
I think on a 26, since you cleared 25, Sylvina, they are, unless they are inhabiting something physical, they are largely incorporeal. So anything you guys do is going to be real hard to deal damage to it.
Perhaps we shouldn't have sold that Ghost Touch Longsword.
Certainly was could have helped there. Like kick down the blacksmith store. Like, I need that back.
I think it'd be cool to run back to town and grab Father Xanthus in a cold iron bastard sword and just come back and kick this thing's dick in. Father's
I mean,
hand
it's
isn't
gonna
really a
try
item.
and possess maybe us if we.
Do we know of any way to protect against possession?
To have goodwill saves, baby. There are probably magic items that also help you too. Some fucking 40k purity seals. Slap that shit on your armor.
Can I think of any way to kill this thing without releasing it?
Ooh. Yeah, I would say that would be more of an Arcana check to see what kind of magic would stop this.
All right, I'm gonna like grab Gangini and pull him out of the room to go converse for a bit.
All right, you guys have a little magic rundown out there.
Yeah.
I'll say as you fill in Gangini.
I'm here.
Hey, what up? We're talking to a demon trapped in a rock.
Oh, fun.
All right.
It said if you just draw an X on it and let it out, it'll give you guys powers.
I'm sure it will.
I want it dead.
It's a possession specialized demon too.
How do we kill a demon?
Anyway, so I'm gonna pull Gangini
Sit-ups and plenty of juice.
out of the room, and say very much in. Gangini, you speak Elven, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and say that you and Elven basically go, okay. There's a demon trapped inside that thing. Let's put our heads together and see if we can't figure out a way to kill it without releasing it.
Alright, that's it. Each of you guys.
Check what I.
Oh, go ahead.
That is what I want here.
Okay. Okay.
So
What kind of roll is that? Is that an occult check or
It would be an
Arcana check?
it would be an Arcana check.
Okay, I'm better at that one.
Also, I don't know if Sylvina
Ooh.
knows, but
Yeah, no. I remember when I tried to speak to all of you in not common, one of you didn't know Elvish, and I had to do it in Orcish.
I think.
Damn, 27.
Yes.
Wow, Sylvina keeps
And I
hitting
don't
the
know if you
exact
want to-
DCs of stuff today. Sylvina, it is a 24 DC.
Okay.
You weirdly keep getting exactly the number. There are, I mean, there's, it's magic. There's lots of ways, but there are two that definitely spring to mind. The first one would be a consecrate ritual. So not a spell, but you have to do the whole ritual, which requires multiple people to perform, as all rituals do. That would effectively make the demon inside unable to interact with the world through telepathy or anything like that for as long as the ritual lasts. Like, those do wear off eventually. The other magical way to deal with it on this plane would basically be to smash the rock open and cast banishment on it. That being said, if you smash the rock open, you could also just kill it. Like, they're not immortal.
Yeah,
His
but
fault.
then it could possess us.
his
That is
Father's
true.
Mantis, he can't hang in combat, right? He's a nerd, right?
Oh, he's a pretty potent cleric, but none of his stuff is really spec to combat. Like, most of the spells he usually prepares are support focused.
I'm with you that I want this demon dead, but I don't want to risk cracking it open and just. But I think that's the only way is we're gonna have to like banish it or do something to it.
Well, the problem is banishment's 5th level, right?
Yeah.
We don't have 5th level banishment.
Do we just want to try to like risk it?
How we don't even. I mean, do we ignore it and then come back, or is this the thing that we were hired to take out by?
This is, I assume, the thing we were hired to take out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can-
Oh, for sure. I think you guys are pretty confident this is what the Killigini spirit wanted you guys to deal with.
Does
Let's see
Tarek
if-
know like the
I'll
sealing
investigate
ritual?
Gangini.
Does who know the sealing ritual?
Okay. If I place my sword up against the stone, does the demon react in any way?
Like just like press the cold iron against the
Well,
rock.
It's not cold iron. I opted not to get it.
Oh, okay. I think you just kind of rest your sword on it, and there's like a pause, and then in Chthonian, in your head, he's kind of like, "Are you gonna draw the X with the sword?" Or...
No, I was just wondering if you felt anything.
I mean, I can tell there's a blade resting on my rock. Like, I can see the rest of you in the room.
I'm just kind of waiting for someone else, like another presence, to sort of intervene for me.
I think I'll just say in Thessalonian, when you come out, you're gonna want to possess something.
No. That's all he says.
I'm going to respond with, I don't think either of us intended our statements as questions.
You look, alright. Do I love possessing physical bodies? Yeah, it's the fucking best, alright? Have you tried it?
No.
Alright, then don't fucking knock it till you try. That's all I'm saying.
Fair point. Fair point.
So
Who put you
when you
in?
said this thing,
The Rock.
when you said this thing was
Go ahead, go ahead.
when you said this thing was incorporeal, can we hurt it at all with mundane? Like, my weapon is magic, it doesn't have ghost touch. Can we...
Give me an Arcana check, just to, like, see like how fighting incorporeal things works into it.
Arcana check. Can we all roll this? I'm asking.
Yeah, like just.
This as well.
Yeah, anyone can roll it. I think Sylvina, you would be able to relate to your friends. Ooh, and Tarek on a nat 20. Tarek, also give me an occultism check to see if you know about this type of demon, because they did that while you were gone.
I might.
Oh shit. Okay, all right. Hell yeah. I'm gonna say, because you've been gone, we'll give you an additional fact the others didn't get, because you're your own person. You got your own knowledge. On that occultism roll first, talk about that. Yes, they are masters of possession. Invidic demons are also vulnerable to exorcism. Meaning that if they possess you and you guys can crit the save, they will take an assload of mental damage and can no longer possess people for a couple days.
Do we have any protection against protection?
Against possession?
It's almost certainly going to be high.
Yeah. Well, the other problem is that if we didn't know what this demon was going in, I wouldn't have. I have spells I can prepare for this, but that's another today's issue.
I think, because this is still a demon. I think what I was asking earlier was, can we even hurt it with physical stuff?
And then, sorry, with your Arcana rolls, I think you would know that. So basically, it's going to reduce everything by an amount.
Oh, okay.
Except force damage, ghost touch, or positive damage.
What about cold iron? What does it do, right?
Cold iron does typically hurt demons.
It can do force damage.
Additionally, I think you would know that regular, like, non-magic weapons, right? Or even just, like, regular magic weapons. It'll resist all of those. It won't reduce them to 0.
So it's not like old Pathfinder where an incorporeal just couldn't be hurt by a mundane weapon.
No, usually non-magic weapons in corporeal, fighting incorporeals in 2e have, like, double resistance. Because you know how, like, everything in resistance now is not halved. It, like, has a resistance value. Incorporeal will, like, double that resistance value if you're trying to hit it with, like, a regular-ass weapon.
Okay. I think...
So, like, even then it's possible with, like, no magic weapons. It's just hard.
Would you guys be willing to... Because, Tarek, you're saying you have something if we took a long rest?
Do you think you have something, Tarek, that you could use if you guys long rested?
I'm going through my spell list, so give me a moment here.
Yep, no worries.
I mean, force.
I would have access to banishment at higher level. I was hoping that in the primal school it might be a lower level spell, but it is not. Let me look through and see if I have. I should be able to do the consecrated ritual if we choose to do that. Oh,
I think
positive.
consecrate's like a.
It's a stopgap, but it doesn't kill them.
No, it doesn't. What is this?
If you guys
Positive attunement.
would you guys be willing to like run back to town and just have a slap ghost touch on my weapon?
Oh.
Or potentially we ask that like we give the shopkeeper 5 gold to borrow that long sword we just sold back
I mean,
for a
if-
minute.
If we go back to town and you get something that you want to use, the rest of us can maybe ask Xanthus if he knows of ways to prevent or to make possession harder.
Yeah. I think the more dangerous thing is me getting possessed out of the group.
Is a demon a fiend?
Or potentially Gangini because he can fireball us.
Demons are fiends, yes.
Okay, so I do have a spell. I mean, I can't. So Holy Light is a spell I can prepare. Deals 5d6 fire damage. If the target has the unholy trait, I deal an additional 5d6 spirit damage. From those rolls, would I know if this thing would have the unholy trait?
I mean, you think pretty likely know that positive damage does hurt them, and good damage. Good
It
aligned.
says neither. It says, here, I'll link the spell.
I think what Ben was saying is because based on what we know of the thing, we can assume that he is what you need it to be.
Yeah.
I guess what Ben was saying.
Okay, because I'm just saying it doesn't specifically say.
Does it specifically say the unholy trait or something?
It says unholy trait, and it says fire and spirit. If it said good or positive, I would be much more about it.
Yeah, that sounds like something that you would need to know what specifically that, because traits are weird.
Traits are very specific. I mean, here's the thing. You guys know that you, in theory, will be well rewarded for killing this guy from the Remnant Spirit. I mean, I think no check needed that, like, Sylvina, if this thing thinks the human language is fucking Thessalonian, it's been in this rock for thousands of years. Like, it's been stuck a long time. So the odds of it leaving are hard. I mean, clearly it wants you guys to touch it.
Yeah, but I think our plan right now is to just smash it open and then kill it.
Is that what we plan to do?
Yeah,
I mean,
don't think there's any other real way to like, because this is still a threat. It still has that. Anyone, including that goblin, could have just drawn an X on it, and it would have been free.
Right.
Like this is a ticking time bomb either way.
We know it's a shadow demon, so
Get some lights.
I will. I was gonna say we should get some lights. I probably can just put the torches on people. Because I can.
She's like, oh, it's getting kind of bright in here. Set up a lot. You don't need a whole ritual. It's easy.
I mean, do we want to go borrow that ghost touch sword?
So I can put an eternal torch on up to 4 of us, which gives basically torch fire to everyone. Which in this room will just be bright light for like.
Yeah, the room is really lit up now.
Yeah.
Do we want to take a long rest so that Tara can have holy light?
I think if it said specifically unholy, I'm not sure if this thing has the unholy trait.
I think nothing you guys have done so far on your checks has revealed that it has the unholy trait. I'll say that.
Yeah, so I will say that I don't have. I mean, again, I didn't have a chance to really prepare spells or anything because, you know, my day went ballistic shit.
That's fair. I've only used one of your spell slots so far.
Okay.
I just assumed you would have the same spells as last time and just put all the uses next to each of them.
Okay. Did you use blindness or a heal?
A heal.
Okay, because it says 0 for 1 for blindness.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I thought I reset all of them, but
You're good.
they should all be back to what they were from the previous day, -1 use of level 1 heal.
Okay.
If you kill a thing that's possessed, does the thing possessing it die?
I doubt it.
No, but again, you do know that whole thing about them being vulnerable to types of exorcisms. That might be worse for this guy than other possessing creatures.
Would I know if dispel magic would stop the possession?
Oh, interesting. I don't think it does, but let's see.
It's a stretch, but possible. It's worth asking.
So
Let
do we
me
wanna
read the
fight this
phrase
thing
here.
Do we want to fight this thing right now, or
I think we're trying to
prepare?
figure out if we want to fight it now or prepare.
I will say that I would probably change. I was planning to change up some spells, but yeah, I will be right back.
Um. Oh, you can ask it, yeah.
When you were talking with Minarva,
Yeah. He's clearly like not sad at all that she's dead. He's like, yeah. What about it?
did she ever mention a kind of undead goblin that was locked away a little bit?
Huh? She might have mentioned something about that.
Did she ever mention how to open the door?
I mean, that sounds like the type of information I might be able to share with my glorious rescuers, you know?
No, I don't know.
Oh, basically, if you free me, I'll share that information.
No, I get that. I just feel like
Sorry, I'm really used to Benargle. I had to really spell it out.
understandable. Quite frankly, it sounds like you're struggling to get out of a rock. I find it a little bit incredulous to think you know how to open a different rock.
Are you saying that all rocks are the same? That's quite a foolish assumption.
I'm not saying all rocks are the same. I'm just saying, you know, you keep giving us these, ooh, I'll give you powers.
Oh, I could teach you how to possess people.
We don't have any specifics, you know?
I could teach you how to possess people. Then you can see what I'm talking about. It's great. Samples?
Yeah, like,
Of what?
of what sort of information you'll give us if we let you out, right? So we know what we're buying.
You get like the sense that it's like eyeing you up, even though it's just a fucking stone. You guys can't see it at all. Give me a diplomacy check. Not assisted by anyone, because you're fucking talking mentally in a dead language to this thing.
I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
Alright, hit me with the reroll.
26.
Oh, okay. You make an interesting point. Well, I could... What if I made the shadows on this level a doorway for you? You could go between any shadow on this floor and to any other part of the floor.
Would be useful. And this would be permanent?
So long as I exist, yes.
Well, that's very helpful information.
So if I give you this now, will you... If you enjoy the sample, will you free me?
Well, he's the boss.
I just got back from the battle. What's going on?
Sylvina's trying to get the devil or the demon to give up information about how to get to the undead goblin upstairs or offer some of its powers before being let out. The demon is just offered to, as a sample of the types of powers it can give, basically make all of the shadows on this floor lead to any other shadow on this floor. So you could walk into a shadow and appear anywhere else on this floor that you wanted.
Gonna have a long talk with you and Father Ardenlight after this, Selena. No deals with demons.
And I very specifically told it that you were in charge of whether it gets let out or not.
Okay, so as a group decision, we need to figure, are we fighting it right now, or do we want to go back to town to prepare better for a fight?
I will say this. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Roland on this. I am making a deal with this thing. But do we think we have, I don't know, all the equipment we need to fight demon?
We literally just had a weapon that was a plus. Was that a +1 striking longsword? Or is the +1
+1 ghost touch.
How much does incorporeal take off?
You're not quite sure.
Is it like straight half or?
No, it's like most things in this. There's a resistance number instead of having it.
You know, I'm voting for just going for it now because I don't think we have anything that we could prepare. Do I have any holy water? No, I don't.
He'll speak to Roland again. He's like, she says you're the boss. What if I gave you some powers?
I do have holy water.
I could offer you my name. If you called it out during a fight, give you some shadow powers, you know? What do you think? Shadow powers with your armor? I mean, come on, that would look great. Just aesthetically.
I do agree on that one. It would look pretty great aesthetically.
I think the time's come for me to make good on my vows. And I'm gonna full on.
Do you want the holy water, by the way, Buzz?
I think it's like a throne thing. I was looking at it just a minute ago.
Okay.
I'm just gonna full on strike this down.
All right, give me an attack.
I'm gonna close the door if I see him like getting ready to do that. So it's just there's light and there's no channels that he can easily get into.
All right. You slam it. It seems to damage it. You know, it's reduced a little bit because it's a fucking rock. But you see it start to crack. He's like, yeah, the shadow powers did it for you, huh?
No.
You want to swing again?
I'm not even a paladin anymore. Do I say the thing?
That's up to you.
I already said the time has come for me to make good on my vows. Okay. In the name of Iomade, I will banish you.
All right, give me another swing.
I think if Sylvina hears that, she's probably gonna like laugh a little.
Yo! What a thematic time for a crit. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna say,
Rock and not the demon, but
as the rock shatters apart, a stream of shadow lunges towards you, Roland. I think with the clearly favor of the Inheritor on that strike, I'm going to give you a +2 on your will save as he dives for you. That's crazy. What a time for a crit. +2, so it would be a 23.
Statistically,
It's about 50-50 that a reroll will be better. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it with the +2.
I feel like that's a bad risk. I feel like this thing's strong and it's gonna have a high DC.
Yeah, but odds are I don't roll that well.
Here's the thing: if we think this is gonna fail, it's worth re-rolling anyway, because getting worse isn't going to do worse.
That's true. Failure is possession no matter what.
Are you guys?
The question is, do you think a 23 beats that?
I will give you a hero
26.
point if you want to use it.
I'm using my hero point.
All right, you got a 26.
Yeah.
Do you want the screenshot of its stat block saying that for Un, the named Nvidia demon, that its DC for the possession spell is 26.
Oh god, nice.
It lunges for you, and with a shriek, it goes back. It wasn't a crit, so it doesn't fully take that exorcism vulnerability, but it takes some of it. Give me a 3d6 damage.
Like a brief flash of holy light.
Hell yeah. There's a brief glow of holy light that fills the cave, just like a different tone, almost like light reflecting off of armor, as opposed to like the, more arcane light of that torch effect that Sylvina put on everyone. And this thing recoils in surprise, not expecting you to be able to resist that. All right. Un, the Invidiac demon, takes that 6 damage. Not resisted at all because of the nature of its delivery. And we're going to roll for initiative. And let's change up our music a little bit, because this is a demon we're fighting.
Why does it get a surprise round when we knew, like, we were going to attack it when it jumps out?
I'm gonna spend a hero point to reroll.
Because Roland's weapon was touching the fucking warding stone, that's why. I don't want to hear any complaints. You just resisted possession by a demon.
Fine.
There we go.
Also, I can't really complain. I got really high.
I rolled a 4, so I rerolled.
Would have preferred that on an attack roll, but
I got a 26 for Un. Has everybody rolled in?
still beat him.
You did still beat him somehow. Holy shit. Also wild that it was 26, 25, 24. You guys are like fucking on it all at the same time. I will say, because you wholly resisted that, both holy as in you weren't possessed and holy HOLY, he can't possess you guys again right now. So his big trick is off for 24 hours.
And there are no shadows in this area. Like, at all.
I mean, you're pretty confident about that.
I put 4 torches on us that are just permanent, basically.
That's true. That is something that happened.
I feel like he might be able to create shadows.
No.
You have to do something to make them, you know?
Yeah.
Make your own shadows, no handouts here.
Yeah, exactly.
I do really like how they drew Invidiac demons, to be honest.
Alright. I will...
I just keep hearing the video demon.
Just like the fucking graphics card.
A 2-action fire elemental blast at him.
Right? Conjure.
I'll use it here.
Okay, hit me with that reroll.
2, I feel like this is a good time to use. 26.
Oh, yeah.
That is it. Not enough to be a crit, but that does definitely hit. This is magical damage. Again, it does seem to be partially reduced as the flames kind of roil through its semi-translucent body. but it does take some of that damage.
Okay, and then what's the multi-attack roll penalty?
-5. Unless it's like an agile weapon, then it's -4. But I don't think your effects do that.
No, they don't. I just needed to know because I don't have multi-attack set up on my things because they're not set up well.
It's the demon pressure. It's getting to her.
If I wanted to put in multi-attack penalties, I would have to make another 3 attack things set up, which I don't really want to do because it's just overcrowded for me. I don't actually do all that often.
Not with that attitude.
Because typically it's better to do something else for my 2 actions than do a 1 action blast, because that way Plus, when I start having access to basically fireball, it just the play patterns don't do well for this. There's not really a reason for that.
So are you attacking again now or no?
I don't really have anything better to do. I don't think.
Okay.
Unless I roll my items. Yeah, I don't have those two. So I'll just send one. This is gonna be at -5.
Whoo! Another hit. 23 will still do it. Again, partially reduced, but you can tell that like as the flames push through, you can see like bits of like its shadow material like dissipating.
I'm just gonna say to him in Thessalonian, sorry, he's the boss.
On his turn, he says, "You'll regret that, holy man." And you see he holds up his weird clawed fingers, and when he snaps, the nails kind of click off of each other in this weird metallic chime, and you see all the beads of like liquid black on the wall pop like bubbles filled with smoke, and shadow floods the room. You are canceling it out from becoming complete darkness, but he is dimming the light level in here from all of that. He's like, it takes a lot to leak out any power of that stupid warding stone, but every so often I get a little shadow out. That does count as his first action, though, to trigger that. Can't do another possession here. Think. Let's see. Is that AoE? Yeah.
Sound of that.
Oh, don't worry about it. He is going to action. Oh no, it's a free action to do that. Free action, activate his shadow bubbles. Move to the side. And, you know, wouldn't you know it, you guys are in a really nice straight line right now.
Please tell me he's not gonna lightning bolt us.
No. But you do see as a discus of pure shadow sharpened to a razor's edge forms in his hands that he fires towards you all as a streak of like a shadow trail follows the disc. This is going to be cold damage. I need all of you to make either a reflex save or a will save, depending on whether you think your character feels this is a physical effect or a mental power of the demon. I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you think it's reflex or will.
We take those.
With every nat 1, there must be a nat 20.
Is it worth spending shadow points?
I'm gonna re-roll my shadow points.
Okay.
The question is, what do I think this guy's...
Channel points to spare. I'm gonna go ahead and reroll mine as well.
Slightly better.
Oh, we know his DC, don't we?
At least for the possession.
At least for possession, but like that is his specialty.
All right, there we go.
Even worse. Okay, that's a crit fail for me then.
Ooh.
Okay. So Roland, did you re-roll? No. Okay, so Roland's
14.
Roland. Okay, so sorry, there's a lot of re-rolls going on. I got confused. Roland got a 14. Um, that is gonna be a crit fail. Tarek passes. Lupin crit fails. Gangini, very flavorfully at the back there, you just dive into the hallway next to you and take nothing for a crit success.
Wait, Lupin failed on his reroll?
Oh, did Lupin reroll as well? Sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
he
spent
rolled
channel
a
points. I got 27.
Oh, okay, then Lupin passes. Not crit passes, but does pass. So Lupin halves. And Solvina
And I for sure
crit fails, yeah, because you got the nat 1. So I'm gonna tell you guys the number value, and then whether you can figure out what I will tell you the consequence values. So 29 cold damage. If you crit failed, double that. If you failed, you take 29. If you pass, you're gonna take 15, and if you crit passed, you take nothing.
now
We need healing on deck.
Yep.
very much.
Tarek, I don't know if you saw some of the above in the chat gear we acquired. You should add to your inventory. You have 3 scrolls of upcasted level 3 heal.
Noted. Thank you.
We
I
did.
have not had a chance to check anything. I left work, came here in a expletive fueled rage through traffic, and immediately jumped on the computer.
That is fair.
Uh,
That might be the
we
most
did
damage I have
specifically-
ever done to you guys in one blast. Holy fuck.
That was very
You said 28.
He offered you guys powers.
29.
I already have yours, Tarek. I put 15 in for you.
Oh, thank you.
For those of us who crit failed, we took 58.
58 is crazy.
Almost took it. So in that, we took a total of 116 before the people who are normal failed.
Good God. All right, Tarek, that's your turn. As you see Un kind of chuckling to himself. More of that shadow magic's kind of lifting around him.
One thing I do have one question. For the purposes of if I do the healing burst effect, does this thing count as living or unlit? Because it can only target. Okay, it doesn't deal damage to demons or anything like that. All right, so I have.
No, it won't get any extra damage from that stuff.
Not being undead, it won't be damaged at all. I'd actually heal it, so that's a bad plan. Let's see here.
I mean, if you move back to where I am, it's 30 feet, right?
Oh, that's true. But then I can't be where you are though.
I mean, it's not going to affect this guy either way.
Yeah, I need to be able to hit Roland is the problem.
Well, if you move here, you can hit Roland. Roland's just within 30.
Yeah, the problem is that if I do the 30-foot emanation, it targets all living and undead creatures. I cannot select. Okay, I see. Oh, I see where you're ruling. All right, then yeah. I will do that. Then.
All right, so Tarek, you kind of like stagger back behind them. Are you burning a scroll for this?
Can I? So I know you said it's upcast. Are they at level 3? I mean, you said level 3. Are they the 3-action healing burst ones?
It's the heal spell can be used however many actions you want, regardless. Any spell can be used with the number of actions, regardless of if it's a scroll or a person casting it. Like, it's not a scroll of 2-action heal; it's a scroll of heal.
Okay, I will go ahead. I think I will go ahead and burn one.
Hell yeah!
Because that was a huge hit.
See how much of this you can counter. So for you, that'll be what, 3d8 plus like 24 or something?
Yeah, to everybody. Yep.
Oof. Definitely could turn the tide there.
Everybody. hit
Damn,
43.
good roll, too.
And I picture again like in a different, but it's very different imagery from what Roland was. And this again, kind of like the the greenish energies of nature coursing through the area. You know, wounds knit shut, and vitality is restored.
So wounds, I mean, except for the people who got crit, everyone is back to full. As you see, Una's like, keep your healing out of this.
No.
Gangini.
Question. I have a book of Thessalonian translation. Could I try to say something in Thessalonian at him?
That's really funny. Sure. I would say, if you use an action for it, you can get a good quip. If you want to try to, I guess just roll like society or intelligence and see if you can not waste an action and say something like witty and fast. But if you fail, it's going to cost you an action and just be like a bad insult.
Okay. Nah. Full round action to Force Barrage, upcast to 3rd level.
Ooh. Glowing
64
bolts of
plus 9.
those cards. Goddamn. Sail through the air one after the other, like slicing through the shadow stuff that makes up this demon. Piece by piece, chipping away at it. Force damage is not reduced.
Yes.
So an unfortunate 4 1s in there, but yeah.
2 4s.
2 4s.
It's slightly below average.
It's true, it's true. Lupin, as you watch, like, because they can never miss and ignore you guys, Gangini's bolts, like, sailing around, like, spiraling over Sylvina, Lupin, Roland to strike Un.
Definitely don't like the idea of being near this guy, being that he's trying to do possession stuff. So I'll go ahead and hang where I am for now, and I'll go and attempt to chuck the monarch at him.
Sails through the air. And does the monarch have a... Let me see. Let me check something. Go ahead and give me another d6 damage on that, as it strikes a fiend. All right. The blade, slightly reduced, but then the boosted again from that extra damage it took. All right.
Then I will go ahead and I'll go make a second attack with map.
Go for it. That one will again. Go ahead and roll another d6 because it's still the fiend.
Okay,
Another 3. Okay. Adding up, adding up.
Alright, I'll go ahead and take some here.
Right.
I want to get out of like a straight line range.
I don't know if he has enough movement to clear the party, though.
Yeah, I'd be
If you
just there.
if you wanted to, you could have.
You can just go sideways.
Alright, yeah, I'll just go and take one step here. Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Cool, cool. That is gonna be Roland now.
I'm gonna take a step forward.
Just a little
Raising the
motes
sword.
of light flickering around you.
Yeah, and I'll just say reduce this and vicious wound.
Does hit, doesn't crit. And is your sword is magic, right?
Yeah, +1.
So it's +1 striking. Okay, so it's not double reduced, but it is reduced. He is now bloodied.
That's it.
As the sword, boom, like you can tell it's not meant to hurt incorporeal things, but almost like the raw force of Roland's swing, like pulls the shadow material out of his body.
Just have to punch harder.
nothing's invulnerable if you punch hard enough. Solvina.
Do I think this thing can try and possess me?
Ooh, I would say it'd be an occultism check. I think you would know that unless Roland resisted it really, really well, it might just be blocked on Roland right now.
Alright. In that case, I will send a fire elemental blast at it. 25. Hit it.
That'll definitely hit.
For 17.
Partially reduced, but Oon getting chipped below bloodied here.
I'm not going to try another multiple attack punch again. I'm just going to move forward again.
All right, I'm gonna roll a percent chance here to see how infatuated Oon is gonna be with you summoning Iomade in front of him. Okay. Oon's like, I will take you apart, holy man. I could have given you cool aesthetic shadow powers. He's going to attack 3 times with his claws. They are finesse, so less of a multi-attack penalty. Alright. First one, 24. Second one, 27. And third one, 20.
That
So,
was AC's.
what's your AC right now, Roland? I don't know if he stepped away, maybe. I'll just check. Hold on. Where's your character sheet?
I know it's at least. I think it's.
Oh, sorry. 2 hit, 1 miss.
2 hit, 1 miss. Okay. These are going to be a combination of cold and evil damage. Alright. First one, pretty low rolls, does 8 damage. Second one is 14 damage. I'm still standing. Alright. This flurry of like shadow attacks. And you can see as he's remained in the same spot, he seems to almost be like vanishing into the shadow slowly. But it is Tarek's turn.
Right. Seeing that, Roland, how hurt are you right now?
I could use a top up.
Okay.
Top up. Just fucking car.
Either that or I try to blind this thing.
I think top up.
Okay. I'll step up to here. And then I'll use a second level, one of my spells this time. I'll use a second level heal.
Okay.
For the 2 action.
So that'll be D8 plus 8.
D8
Or 2D8 plus...
2D8 plus 16.
Gotcha.
24.
Wait, how is it plus 16?
Because
I'm
it's
using the spell.
yeah,
I'm using the boosted version where it becomes 1d8 plus 8 per level.
yeah, correct.
Isn't it just 2d8 plus 8?
No, it's 2d8. It's plus.
Basically, every level you upcast it goes up by a d8 plus 8.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good then. I didn't realize
Yes. Yep. Heal is.
That's how we did so much on the burst heal, because it was like plus
Yeah.
26.
Yeah, they made healing magic like really good in this rule
that.
set.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That I moved and I used 2 actions, so that is my turn.
All right. That's gonna be Gangini.
Well, I mean, I only have one type of damage that's good against this thing, so we're just gonna roll it back.
I mean, it's working. it's the only thing being thrown at him that's not reduced right now.
All right.
All fours right here.
Heightened. Two higher.
Okay, we're getting. He's honing it in. Again, just like every bolt that fucking hits, like ripping away a chunk of this demon's body. He's like, stop! He's starting to look pretty fucking worse for the wear right now.
Just aim all of them right at this dick.
All dick shots.
All
It's
right,
like the
I get another shot,
the fucking like Dragon Ball Bridge. Like, he keeps punching me in the dick. Why does he keep doing that?
I think they added a monster for like Metro Exodus. It's like this big like what do you call it? Sasquatch monster.
Yeah.
It has a very visible set of genitals on its model.
Oh my god.
So there's people going around just like they go around with like incendiary ammo and aim straight at it.
Have I? First of all, that's hilarious. Have I told you guys about diddle hands?
No.
Okay, so
Not a phrase I was at all expecting.
my high school friends. Yeah. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't even know what model mini this game. Yeah. I don't even know what mini this game is from. This is something that me and people from our school Knicks had this mini. Whenever we would play D&D, if that person forgot their miniature or like we were missing a miniature for one of the NPCs, it had to be Mr. Diddlehands was the miniature we used, which I don't fucking know what game this mini's from, okay? But it's like a weird, thin, like black-skinned creature with I think like no face, but both of its hands are like these huge 5 octopus fingers that are like half the model. And be like, ah, fuck, I forgot my barbarian Kadric. I guess I'll have to use fucking diddle hands. Anyway, yeah, that's about diddle hands.
There were some weird things lying around at our school sometimes.
I mean, what about the tech traditions?
Like, I mean, yeah.
All right, we'll talk about our high school tech for
I've
productions
seen
later.
weirder things than that. I'm just.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Lupin, sorry, continue. What are you doing?
All right. Check something here. Here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 actions. Since I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and bust this out. I'm gonna attempt an underhanded assault here. Since Roland's got him busy.
Ooh.
Here. So I roll a stealth check, but I get -2. And if it succeeds, I can make a melee strike against him.
Hell yeah.
And I believe that should trigger sneak attack. I say that here because I'm not 100%.
I think I think it should. If you're doing underhanded assault, it should trigger.
All right, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll my stealth. So with the penalty, that'd be 25.
I believe that should still succeed here.
So I'll go ahead, roll my attack with the Monarch.
Got a crit.
Um. Uh. His AC is 23, so that's exactly 10 above.
Yes.
Does
Um,
the extra D6 get doubled as well?
Yeah, it does. So roll 2d6 on top of that, and also your sneak attack damage.
So my sneak attack is 2d.
So the sneak attack, do sneak attack first, because basically sneak attack gets packaged with that 16 damage, and then that total number is reduced, and then we add on the monarch damage on top of it.
So this would be for sneak attack. So 2d6 for that. All right.
Okay, so the initial value is 27, reduced by its
Shouldn't your sneak
reduction.
attack be higher?
The sneak attack, why would it be fire?
No, higher.
Oh, higher. No, is it 2d6 at 5, or is it 3d6?
But it's on a crit though.
Oh, does Hidden Strike also get doubled with crit? Holy fuck. I'm so used to... I think it does. In 1E, it doesn't.
I think it does now. 'Cause that was
Oh, yeah, it's just all damage dice.
Base at level 5, it is 2d6.
I think it's just all damage dice. What is it? Is it Hidden Strike? What's the name of it now?
Underhanded assault. It should still be up.
No, but when you do this, what's the sneak attack damage called for you? Like, is it called sneak attack?
Here, yeah.
Um,
It's just a sneak attack, which it's a 2d6 precision damage. Is what I see on here.
oh my god, let's double check this.
Wait.
Yep, you do double precision damage in 2E unlike 1E. Precision was not doubled in 1E. So roll another 2d6.
All right. Yes.
Okay, so we're at 36, then that's reduced, and then roll 2d6, which will not be reduced from Monarch's effect.
Corporeal creatures don't take precision damage.
I don't see anything on its stat block.
You need I think that's like inherent to being a ghost.
Is that a 1E thing or a 2E thing?
It's not listed in any of its resistances or immunities. Oh, no, it is. It is farther down. It is immune to precision damage.
Sorry to.
But...
That's all right.
Hold on, so then it's 16 reduced, but then still roll, but the other type is still doubled, so 4d6 of like the holy
Just
damage.
use those because you've already got 46 there.
Yeah, we can use those 46. So
Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah.
16, then reduced, then plus 20. You guys see Lupin like clamber over the like blocky obsidian, like torn apart ward stone. And with all this weird shadow smoke the guys released, you briefly lose track of Lupin until you see like the whole star of Monarch just like punch through the side of this thing's rib cage, and in a flash of light and a scream, Un just dissipates as the light level returns to the room.
All right. Then the final action.
Insane crit.
I moonwalk away, and you see Lupin say, "You've been hit by. You've been shot." That down. A smooth criminal.
And you guys are gonna get a bunch of XP for that one. Well, a bunch relative to this, going up to 1,000. You guys are level 5 right now, right?
5.
Okay. That's gonna be 160 XP and a hero point. Although I think that's gonna be the last thing we do this session, so the hero point matters. Yeah, last fucking fight of the session.
Yeah,
So
that
that
takes us
puts
to
us to
1008.
Well, that puts us to 8.
Yes. 8 and level 6. And bad we don't get to keep the hero point. But that's okay. I'll take level 6.
I want to take a chunk of the Lordstone for myself, if there's any.
Yeah, I think you just like I think you feel like a strange like thrumming from it as you pocket it.
What kind of material is a Lordstone made out of?
I know it's like in the art of one of the books. I think Wrath of the Righteous. It is like a black stone. It might be this material.
Like obsidian or something like that.
Let's see. The Wardstones were a type of menhir. Well, hey, there's menhirs in the cathedral in Sandpoint. With runes.
What are they? Noctilith menhirs then?
I don't know. I mean, hey, maybe it's a Blackstone. Yeah, I was about to say it is Blackstone. Blackstone's a Warhammer thing, friends.
Nexavar.
Nexavar? What?
The Lordstones are infused with the rare mineral Nexavar.
Oh, I think that's one of the star metals. I mean, I would say this thing is likely infused with the same thing to have that abjurative effect. Because I believe Nexavar imparts an abjuring effect on...
Nexavar is steel.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
It's still on Galarian. So I would say, I think you see the veins of that mineral kind of twisting through the obsidian. I think you have seen broken pieces before. You think this is the same material, perhaps like a less refined version. Like it's not like carved into a statue or inscribed with runes or holy text, but that's not to say it doesn't have an innate power to it.
All agree, as good as it is that we killed the demon, and as much as I hate to agree with it on anything, Roland would have looked very good with aesthetic shadow.
It's fair.
Not wrong.
We are having a talk with Glauber.
All right.
I agreed we should kill it.
That's true. All right, we will pause there and reconvene. Hopefully next week. We'll schedule it after we're done streaming here. And you can see what exactly the reward the Caligini will give you. I will say, unless you guys are purposefully picking a fucking fight with the Caligini, you should be able to like rest and just get your level up. So I would just level up your sheets in between sessions.
I feel like when I look down at my sword, I see like the inscription that I have like scratched out. Something reappears.
Ooh, just like the first part of like a verse or something.
I look down at it and I'm like, fuck.
There's really cool. I think a cool thing like the novels added is that sometimes people worship gods. They can worship saints as a focus, but they still get the god's power. And there's a paladin of Iomade who worships Saint Limerin, who's like one of her hailed saints. And she has like a blade that's forged like the blade of Saint Limerin, which has a bunch of like verses that saint penned like along the blade.
Hey Ben, question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here,
so
I'll
I'm
wrap
thinking-
up our stream, then we can do build stuff. But
Okay.
see you all later.
Yeah.